What's going on, Flicks Talkers? Happy March 9, 2019. Now we're back with another slew of movie news right here. So I'm going to try to fill you in each week, probably Saturdays because that's when I got more time in the mornings to kind of shoot some videos like this, just discussing kind of like what's going on in the movie world. So let's just jump right into it. I got a couple cool stories to kind of go over. And yeah, let's just jump right into it with some Captain Marvel news. All right, and it says trolls are after Captain Marvel again, guys. So before I jump into what all this says right here, this is a movie that I did check out, and you guys can check it out on my last video. Overall, as a Marvel film, I did enjoy it. Now thinking about it once again, it is kind of a cookie cutter origin type story, so it's not really in my top tier as far as like maybe like the top 3 or even top 5 Marvel movies of all time. That's okay. But this one right here, it says trolls are after Captain Marvel again. Certified fresh at 80% on the tomato meter with 299 reviews. Now I believe they started with about 87 or 86%. So I knew that number was always going to drop down once the averages kind of, come into play. So we're at like a B minus maybe on their scale. And audience scores hit it with a 34% with over 10,000 user ratings. Now, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below your thoughts. I think it was more in that 80-90% range now that I'm, kind of thinking of it once again. But I probably am going to check it out maybe in the next week just to kind of let it all soak in because like I said, I did like it overall, and I think it is different and interesting that we're seeing the audience and the tomato meter kind of fluctuate because it's usually the opposite. The tomato meter usually hits them with a real low percentage, and the audience score is way up there, as we saw recently with Alita Battle Angel. So like I said, guys, leave that in the comments below. Do you guys think it deserves that 80% currently, or are you guys sticking with the 33% audience score? Now, even though audience scores are giving it a really low percentage, it looks like it's making some money. Does that mean it's necessarily good? I don't think so, but the studios for sure are going to see. So it says, eyes turn to Captain Marvel to give the 2019 box office a boost. So this is as of today, Saturday morning, March 9, 2019. Disney's release of Marvel Studios' Captain Marvel delivered an estimated 61.3 million on Friday, including 20.7 million from Thursday night previews, which is the night that I saw it on. The performance is 5.2 million higher than the opening day for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, which was an excellent film, guys. If you guys haven't checked out the Guardian series, definitely go check that one out, which went to open up with 146.5 million, and currently industry expectations have Captain Marvel finishing the 3-day weekend anywhere from 145 to 155 plus million. The film received an A cinema score. So guys, it's making money, it's gonna make more money. And this is a huge weekend. We're not even in any special time, holiday weekend or anything. These Marvel Disney movies are going to just rake in dough. And I heard a lot, without jumping into the conspiracy theories of everything, that this movie did get a low rating because of what Brie Larson said last year about the rating system. So it's ironic, guys. Check it out because I'm not going to really get into it. I don't get into conspiracy theories on this channel at all. So just Google Brie Larson, her thoughts on the rating system from last year, and I'm sure you guys will find it. All right, guys, jumping into the next story. If you guys didn't know, yesterday, March 8th, 2019 was Happy International Women's Day. Now, I got to give a shout out to my mother, to my sis. Those are the two women in my life that have, family is everything, guys. So, and of course, my loving girlfriend, who's been amazingly huge part of my life, my highs and my lows. She's seen me at my worst, she's seen me at my best, and I'm only getting better, hopefully. We've been together over 6 years, so I got to give a shout out to my loving girlfriend. All right, guys, so it was International Women's Day, guys. So we have some of the women of film, and I'm going to try to go over them because I don't know all of them off head. So we have Brie Larson, more recently Captain Marvel. We have the women of Friends. I don't know them individually. I don't know this girl right here. And we have the leading lady right here for Crazy Rich Asians, which was an awesome movie. I actually picked it up in 4K because it looks beautiful. Singapore, I believe, is where it's in. And it looks just great. And we have our leading lady. I don't know her name. I'm just going to keep saying leading lady. Leading lady right here for The Last Jedi, I believe it was. One of the last Star Wars type of movies. Oh, God. You guys are going to kill me. Leave it in the comments below. I'm not good with remembering some of the actresses' names. But she was in the Star Wars movies recently. This one right here, I think this is Dragon Ball Z. I'm not really sure. And then we have Gal Gadot for Wonder Woman. You guys gonna crucify me? I'm not a Game of Thrones fan, but this is from Game of Thrones right here. And this right here, I think this is from Walking Dead. Walking Dead character right here. Let me know in the comments below. I believe this is the star of the new Doctor Who series. This right here, I don't know this lady at all. Let's see the armor. God, I could have sworn I've seen some armor like that. You guys are gonna crucify me. I don't know everything. Let me know in the comments below who this woman is right here. And of course, Alita, Battle Angel. You guys know I know that one right there. I love the whole lore. I love the character. I love everything about that movie, even though a lot of you guys didn't, but that's okay. Jumping into the next story. All right, guys. So another one that had the internet going crazy this weekend was the reports of Idris Elba as Deadshot replacing Will Smith. Will Smith was dropping out. I talked about that last week, guys. So we have Idris Elba as Deadshot. Are we going to see him in the full mask, maybe? Probably not. Probably just a, partial with the eye there. It's going to be, when they always do recast, it is very, very weird. I think Cinemassacre, someone that I follow, kind of did a video recently, a couple days ago, about recasting. I think it does do a disservice to the fans, but I understand they got to keep these characters going, and it is what it is. So we also, weirdly enough, have James Gunn likes Dave Bautista for Peacemaker. So this is something that he's in the talks with. So they work together on Guardians of the Galaxy, but we're going to see him in this DC film. How are Marvel fans going to take that? I don't know. It is a little interesting to me. Peacemaker, I don't know that character at all. But, good for him. He's getting more acting roles, and that's totally fine. I mean, we've seen superheroes change all the time. You have Ryan Reynolds, a Green Lantern, and then now you have him as Deadpool. So, I mean, things like that happen all the time. So they're still on the search for King Shark. I don't know about this character at all. And then we also have still on the search for Polka Dot Man, which is probably the stupidest name I've ever heard in my life, guys. Polka Dot Man. And then we have James Gunn, the man himself. Now I gotta ask, guys, are you excited for Suicide Squad, the sequel? I forgot to mention also Harley Quinn is gonna be making a cameo appearance. I heard she wasn't gonna be involved too much with this film for whatever reason, but that's totally fine. Harley Quinn, I thought, was an awesome character, and I hope they kind of elaborate more on her character. But yeah, let me know in the comments below, guys, your thoughts on all of this recasting and the possible Dave Bautista placement for this second Suicide Squad film. All right, guys, next big piece of news right here. Game of Thrones fans, they make cinematic history. So earlier this week, they did drop this epic trailer. Apparently, I haven't seen it. I'm not going to watch it, for season 8, which is the final season of Game of Thrones, guys. So it says here, the Battle of Winterfell episode directed by Miguel Sapochnik, I believe that's how you pronounce it, who did the Battle of Bastards, is expected to do the longest consecutive battle sequence in cinema history and brings the largest number of Game of Thrones major characters together since the show's pilot in 2011. Whoa. So the closest battle sequence Sapochnik could find was the 40-minute Helm's Deep siege in The Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers. So I have no idea what the hell they're even talking about in this, guys, but I know their budget for each episode is over $1 million. And you know what? I might see some of these scenes just for how cinematic they really, really are, but sitting through 8 seasons, I can't do it. I cannot do it, guys. But if you guys are a Game of Thrones fan, let me know in the comments below. Hit that like button if you guys are. And I'm sure I'm going to get some people in the comments saying, David, watch the damn series. I'm not going to do it. Sorry. Next story. So if you guys didn't hear, sadly, Luke Perry did tragically die, I believe, of a stroke. A massive stroke, they said. So I'm sure, he was in a lot of pain. I know a couple people that have had strokes and heart attacks, and their experiences are always never fun about it. So tragically, he did die at age 52. He was the star of Beverly Hills 90210, a show that I did grow up on. I didn't watch it, but I mean, it was a part of 90s history, and it's very unfortunate when you see someone so young, go so soon. So a big rest in peace to Luke Perry. Also, another person that did pass away, guys, was musician Keith Flint of The Prodigy. Now, this is someone that I grew up on, since I am involved not only with movies, but also in the music realm as far as DJing. Keith Flint, The Prodigy, these guys were probably a huge introduction to electronic music, breaks, and just very experimental music. And, we got to say a rest in peace to Keith Flint. I believe he was in his late 40s, if not early 50s as well. I'm not sure the cause of death. I won't get into that right there, but he did pass away. He was actually one of the MCs and the vocalist for the group The Prodigy. Make sure you guys check out their music on any of your streaming services and on YouTube. And they just had very experimental, creative visuals, and they had a huge following. And it's just sad we got to see these guys go back to back. Luke Perry and Keith Flint. I believe he died maybe a day early. So yeah, rest in peace to them too, guys. All right, guys, before we jump to our next stories, I forgot to say, make sure you guys are liking and subscribing these videos. If you guys do like content like this, all right, I'm going to have more of it weekly, like I said, as well as movie reviews sprinkled in between, all right, guys? So let's get back into the next story. All right, guys, so this is actually something I'm very excited to see. It is coming out, I believe, March 22nd. But the movie Us, which is from Jordan Peele, this is going to be his second movie since Get Out, which came out a couple years ago, which got a huge critical acclaim. It is one of my favorite movies. I love the creative aspect, the whole atmosphere of it. The story of it was brilliant, and let's see what he can do with this movie Us. So early reactions are out for the film, and it says a bizarre, horrifying must-see. Now, the cool thing about Jordan Peele is that even though he comes from a comedic background, I think his writing and his directing style is just, it's very above the norm of new directors, and he kind of has that eye to set the tension and just take these normal characters, and without CGIing it up crazy, he can build a story around human interaction. And I think that's amazing. So I'm really excited to see this one, and I'm gonna get my tickets soon. I don't know if they go on pre-sale soon or what, but let's check out what they have to say, the early releases for Us. All right, so it says, after screening at South by Southwest in Austin, Texas, critics have been posting brief reactions for Us online, and the general consensus is very positive. More specifically, the general consensus is that Us is a strange, terrifying, and amazing acted film that is a must-watch, not only for horror fans, but film aficionados in general. Okay, that's always good to hear. To find out exactly what the critics are saying, enjoy these spoiler-free reactions. Okay. All right, so some of these spoiler-free tweets are, okay, so Us movie is fucking terrifying. That's always great. Keeping it short and sweet. Angie says, Us movie is a heck of an experience. Funny enough to make you laugh, scary enough to make you scream, genuinely heartbreaking in moments, anchored by several incredible dual performances, especially Lupita's. So Lupita Nyong'o, not even going to question her acting ability. She's already shown me she can do amazing things. Franklin Leonard said, I will not for a minute claim any unreal understanding of what I just watched, but it was comfortably a top 10 lifetime movie-going experience. Whoa! Okay, so it looks like we have a great follow-up for Get Out. And Lindsay Romaine says, Us movie, it's going to take me years to figure this movie out, and I mean that as the most beautiful compliment. Lupita Nyong'o gives one of the all-time great horror performances. I'm speechless, honestly. Eric Davis says Jordan Peele's Us is absolutely nuts, deliriously horrific, incredibly inventive. It has elements of the home invasion and zombie movies, but it is unlike anything I have ever seen. Wildly captivating from start to finish. Woo! So those are all great positive reviews, guys. I'm sure there's going to be a couple of negative ones out there. Like I said, this is only his second movie, but from what I am reading right here and hearing about this film, and just based off the trailer that I believe came out, we first saw it Christmas Day, I believe. Yeah, I actually did a trailer reaction for that. I was absolutely blown away at the concept, and I'm really looking forward to it. Like I said, I think it is coming out March 22nd. You guys can go on Twitter and check out some of the other reactions. All right, guys? But let's dive into one more story to end this video because I don't want it to be too crazy long. Let's go into it. All right, guys, so Jussie Smollett, I hate to talk about drama, but he is an actor and he is in the acting world. Empire is a show that we actually watched the first season for. I thought the ending was just so damn corny, we couldn't even watch more seasons. So anyways, he was someone that was allegedly faking a hate crime, and that's a big no-no. They take that shit very seriously, guys. If you guys didn't see yesterday, He was indicted with, I believe, 16 felony counts. So we're still waiting on that final verdict, but it's not looking good, guys. There's a lot of evidence coming out. A lot of people in his corner, but most of the people are out of his corner. I'm one that's out of his corner, and it looks like the facts are just all adding up that this was a hoax, guys. But it looks like all this negative publicity has kind of skyrocketed him into more of the mainstream eye, which always usually happens, guys, if you guys follow rap music. It's all a gimmick. So let's read what it says right here on TMZ about him. So it says, we're told Smollett's star actually skyrocketed after the alleged attack was initially reported. Our sources say he was getting hit up nonstop for movies, TV gigs, commercials, and of course, interviews and appearances. When his story went off the rails and he was arrested and charged with a felony for filing a false police report, the well ran dry. We're told Smollett's getting 0 calls for new work and is being treated like a pariah. Makes sense. Hollywood's waiting to see how this case pans out, but the 16-count indictment the grand jury handed up Friday can't help. As we reported, Empire also removed Jussie's character from the final 2 episodes of the season in order to keep peace on the set, where some of his co-stars are butting heads on whether to support him. On the brighter side, if there is one, Chicago PD launched an internal investigation out of concerns the force was leaking information, and some of the claims by the police superintendent have been called into question. That might help him out in court, but it won't do jack to help him land any roles. Alright guys, so what do you think the future for Jussie Smollett is? Let me know in the comments below, guys. Alright, but this will end this episode of, I don't know, Flix Talk Weekly Report, something, I don't know. We'll figure out the name in the future, guys. But I just want to keep dropping these videos consistently so you guys have that good movie news content. All right, guys? If you guys did like this video, make sure you guys are giving it a thumbs up. Leave comments below like always so we can have a fun interaction. And make sure you guys are hitting that subscribe and bell notification to always get alerted about videos like this. Make sure to follow me on my social media, guys, on Twitter and Instagram at Flix Talk Podcast. I'll leave all that information below, guys. Oh, and I forgot to say, March 9th, today, it's my birthday, hey! But anyways, guys, I'm so glad I could spend it with you guys today. Till next time, I'm gone. Peace.